Sadhguru Nath Maharaj Ki Jai, and welcome to Jagadambe Reads Mahabharata 367. As you may remember, Alambusa had to leave the field. Bhishma now faced Abhimanyu. Abhimanyu, who was a combination of Krishna and Arjuna, was not a bit upset at the onslaught of his great-grandfather. Arjuna joined his son. The brothers of Duryodhana surrounded the old man. The other Pandavas came to the help of Arjuna and Abhimanyu. The fight was wonderful. Krupa was challenged by Satyaki, and a duel began. Krupa fell down in his chariot, unable to stand the power of Satyaki's arrows. Ashwatthama came to his rescue. Satyaki cut the bow of Ashwatthama in two. Taking up another bow, Ashwatthama sent arrows which could break up even a mountain. So sharp were they. They made Satyaki faint. But in a moment he recovered from the faint and attacked Ashwatthama with renewed vigor. The arrows of Satyaki covered him completely. Drona came to the rescue of his son. It was now a duel between Satyaki and Drona. It looked like the impact of the two planets, Mercury and Venus. Arjuna hurried to the help of his beloved Satyaki. Arjuna was the favorite pupil of Drona, and Drona was more dear to Arjuna than his own father. But all that had to be forgotten. They fought with intense fury. Duryodhana was afraid to let duels be fought. He dispatched Susharma to the spot. Duryodhana was afraid that Drishtadyumna would come to the help of Arjuna, and it was well known that Drishtadyumna was born to kill Drona. Arjuna's method of fighting brought tears to the eyes of Drona. He was proud of his pupil, and he had to fight against him. He cursed himself for having adopted the role and dharma of a kshatriya. Arjuna invoked Vayu and sent the Vayavyastra. There was a terrible gale, and it caused terror in the army of the Kauravas. Drona invoked the astra called Shaila. It made the gale abate. He smiled at his pupil as if to say, "I had to do it, my child." Arjuna smiled back as if to say, "Yes, I quite see that you had to do it." The Trigartas beat a hasty retreat. Duryodhana, accompanied by most of the Kaurava heroes, went to Bhishma and supported him in his fight with the other Pandavas. Bhishma was fighting with Yudhishthira. Bhima grabbed his mace in his hand and tried to hurt Bhishma. The elephants intervened frantically and lured him away from Bhishma. It was pleasing to Bhima to kill that army. What was left of the elephant army of Duryodhana had to go away from the vicinity of Bhima. The Pandavas now saw the fury of Bhishma. He began to fight like one possessed. They had to just stand and watch. They could do nothing. He was the god of fury. He had decided to work havoc. He set about it systematically. Drishtadyumna, Shikandi, Virata, Drupada, and the Pandavas were all together trying to ward off his onslaught. But they could do nothing. 1,000 arrows were shot at Bhishma, but nothing happened. Bhima and Satyaki joined the fight. It was futile. The heap of dead bodies grew larger every moment. The field was caught in the grip of a terrible fear. Bhishma had decided to kill all of them. All the Kauravas were round the Kuru veteran, and all the heroes on the other side were round Drishtadyumna. It was just a general defense. No duels were fought anymore. Sadhguru Nath Maharaj Ki Jai. Thank you for coming. I hope you come again.